Oh, what? I'm sorry, was I supposed to be saying something? Anyway, let's get started with this, shall we? So, first thing on the list, I wanted to upgrade my arsenal a little bit, so I found this foam variant of the Rebellion on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to go check it out for yourself. But I wanted something a little bit more lighter and a little more of a practical stunt weapon to use for cosplay use. Now, the unfortunate thing is that the foam sword is a little bit shorter than the devil sword that I have, but it is going to be a hell of a lot more durable and a little less fragile. First thing I gotta do is that I need to just sand the blade itself. So I just took some 600 grit sandpaper, sprayed the blade with just some water. Once the blade was fully sanded, I just took some masking tape, covered up the hilt part of it. So I'm going to be using some Rust-Oleum paint for this time. I'm going to be trying out the flat black primer. Did 2 medium coats on the blade. Once it was fully dried, I went back to the 800 grit sandpaper and just lightly wet sanded. Once the black paint was prepped up and ready to go, I went ahead and used some new chrome finish paint from Rust-Oleum. Did 2 medium coats on this as well, just so that the whole blade surface was fully covered and it was shiny enough to my liking. So now we move on to the new Barrettas from the new anime show. I found this company called Dreamplay over on Amazon. These were fully functional, fully automatic dart guns, or they call them soft bullet guns, which had a automatic shell ejection system, a removable mag, and also reloadable individual little bullets with the darts included. This is pretty cool as far as like a stunt gun or a practical cosplay weapon. The only thing I didn't like was the little darts. They were not soft darts, they were hard as plastic, so I definitely don't recommend, if you do grab these, shooting at anybody unless you're wearing some protective gear.
Whoa, hey, who turned the lights off? Where is everybody? Oh! Hey guys, I got a special announcement to make for you before we continue with this video. So, I am going to the Tampa Bay Comic Convention happening on August 2nd, and I'm going to be bringing your boy, the Nerf Slayer. But not only that, I'll be attending their costume contest happening at 7 to 9 p.m. in Ballroom A. So if you guys are interested and you're local to the area and you want to check out your first convention or go to the next upcoming one, definitely check out the Tampa Bay Comic Convention down in the description below, as well as their Instagram page. Don't forget, August 2nd, I'll be attending most of the floor show, and then at 7 o'clock, the Nerf Slayer goes live on their stage for the costume contest. Also, don't forget to pick up your Slayer necklaces. These are going out like crazy. So I'll leave my Etsy store down there below so you guys can go grab one for yourself. Hope to see you guys there, ripping and tearing. With the Slayer live on stage. And now, let's get back to the video and gently take apart the pistol.
Pretty easy to disassemble. I just flipped it over to one side, found all the screws, and just started dismantling the heck out of this thing. I did make sure to put the screws in certain parts of my towel, that way I know where they go back to. Once the whole thing was disassembled, I just took the shell of the gun and also the barrel. Just took anything between 600 to 800 grit, just lightly sanded it. Didn't want to go any lower than 600 because it will take off too much detail on it. Going to be going through the same process as I did with the sword blade. Used the black flat primer from Rust-Oleum. Did 2 medium coats on this. Then moved over to the Rust-Oleum chrome paint and did 2 medium coats as well. Same process there, just lightly wet sanded it with 3000 grit. Spray a little bit of water just to kind of soften up the surface. Now, the reassembling process of this. Don't know why I didn't take a picture prior to the dismantling part of it, but it was a pain in the ass to put this thing back together. It took me a minute, but I had to sit down and look at the other one before I dismantled the other to make sure the slide process was working correctly. Did have to sand some parts of the slide and the top of the shell just so that the slide could start moving around very fluidly like it was before. Now with the weapons fully done, let's introduce the brand new coat for this outfit. So this jacket was handmade by a small team on Etsy called Suit Crafts. And the lady in charge named Nina, she was super helpful of customizing the chest piece and a few other parts in the outfit for me, just so that it would fit properly. So the main component that this jacket was made out of was a very light sort of polyester, almost like a soft t-shirt type of fabric. And the PU on the shoulders around the traps was a very lighter, little less hot material than the genuine leather on my original coat. And the whole outfit kind of moved the way I wanted to move. It wasn't tight in certain spots. It flowed very nicely. The length was perfect. It stayed all the way down to my ankles. And it's just what I need to fully upgrade this Dante costume. If you guys want to go check out this jacket yourself, I'll leave Nina's store down in the description below. If you're a big time Dante fan, I would highly recommend supporting this store and grabbing one of these for yourself for your next Dante cosplay. Now that we've revealed pretty much everything for this suit, let us showcase the final result.
Dante walks with a shadowed grin. Son of Sparta, where does it begin? Ebony and ivory, fire in the dark. Rebellion cuts, leaving hell its mark. Hell can't hold me, not today. Demon blood, but I won't obey. Rebellion swings carving my name. Dante rises in a sea of flame. Hell can't hold me, not today. Demon blood, but I won't obey. Rebellion swings carving my name. Dante rises in a sea of flame.
Well guys, that is pretty much it for the version 2 of Dante. This will be my final full revisioned version of Dante, basically an overall version of what I wanted Dante to be. You got a little bit of some cartoon anime here, you got some Devil May Cry 3, 4, and 5 style gloves, the 5 style boots, you also got the undershirt which is from Devil May Cry 5 as well. Now, I do like to do a little pro and con thing at the end of every costume, or even updated costume, so here we go. The pros of this costume, this new variant of Dante, is that the jacket is a hell of a lot lighter, it's a lot thinner material, and you can either hand wash it or throw it in the wash itself in cold water and let it air dry. You can't do that with leather because it'll get torn apart. You can't really wash leather. At least not in a machine. You'd have to, I believe you have to hand wash it, like, wipe it down or something like that. But with this, that's a big pro. If I start sweating in this thing, which I'm actually fine now, I'm not even sweating on it, that's another plus too. You can wash this. Second pro of this thing, the length of this is exactly what I wanted, and the sleeves are already pre-curled up. Matter of fact, it came out like this. All I did was just press them down. Got the length I wanted. But the length and the sleeves were the biggest con with the original jacket, because I thought the jacket was going to have the short sleeves and longer coat. Incorrect. It came with long sleeves and a short coat, which makes no sense. So I don't know what happened there. But at the time, I was like, you know what? It's cool. It'll work for what I wanted to do. But the length, the dramatic length of this thing was really the biggest thing I wanted. I didn't really mind the sleeves, but if I can get the sleeves curled up to have more breathability here, fine. But the length of the coat was the biggest pro for this, because I don't know what the heck happened to that guy. Not their fault, because unfortunately the shop doesn't exist anymore. Not their fault, but it was the only thing at the time that I was like, let me grab it because it's leather and it's the thing that I need. Now the cons. What are the cons with this thing? It's a little tight around my arms. I mean, the chest was already adjusted for me, which is very nice of the shop owner to do so. She didn't have to, but they were able to, her and her team were able to at least adjust the chest, because I have a 44-inch chest. I have a big, big chest. However, being that I have slightly bigger biceps than Dante does, they're a little snug here, but honestly, if I get used to it, it's not that big of a deal. But it is a con that the sleeves are a little tighter around my biceps, but because I have to set them in a certain position. The other con with this is that this little bastard that hangs on the back of this is pretty much impractical. You cannot hang anything on it unless you have a partner with you to kind of guide it. And that's not a big problem, honestly. I was kind of expecting it. It just pretty much is more like an aesthetic sort of piece. I mean, it wasn't the character in the show, so it's there for aesthetic purposes, which I have no problem with at all. I'm a guy who loves paying attention to detail, especially when building costumes. So I can appreciate that still being attached on there. Now you could upgrade this. This was able to slide right out of that little slit back there. So you could pretty much change this to like whatever hook ring thing you want on the back of the jacket if you want. And you could put your foam sword on there or whatever. But overall, it's like nitpicky stuff with, you know, having the cons with this outfit, but a lot of it is pros. A lot of it is huge advancements compared to the original jacket. It's lighter, you can wash the dang thing, the length of it is what I want. I love the curled up sleeves. You can see the undershirt a little bit more. Oh, forgot to mention, see these little straps here? It actually hooks down to my belt. I can't show you. Right down there to my belt, and it holds the jacket forward. So if you don't have these little, I guess what do you call them, suspenders or whatever, attached to your belt or your pants or whatever, the jacket will get, it'll kind of lean back just a tiny bit when you start moving around. But this also helps keep its shape. Keeps the collar where it sits, it keeps everything facing forward, so when you're moving around, it's not going to start sliding off you like a loose cape. I'll leave a link in the description below. If you want to go check out this jacket, please go support the shop owner. She does an amazing job. She has so many cool outfits on that she hands make. Her and her team just hand makes everything. It's so damn awesome. And I really hope the shop stays around, so definitely go check out her shop down in the description below. Don't forget, August 2nd, I will be at the Tampa Bay Convention Center. I'll bring Doomslayer to be a part of the brand new costume contest at 7 p.m. to 9. So don't forget about that. If you want to go check out the show and see how badass the Doomslayer is on stage, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., Tampa Convention Center. You got that? Good. Hope you guys enjoyed this new update of the costume. I really needed to do this. I needed a break from the Iron Man costume, which, by the way, the Iron Man costume, let's just say I made a lot of progress on it, but it was very time-consuming. A lot going on with that. So the suit's going to take a minute to build, so I wanted to build something in between my time frame, which is Dante, and I am going to update a few things on the Slayer outfit. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a fat DMC like. You guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you goons at the Tampa Convention Center. Jackpot.